What's happening, YouTube? Back to Arena. Gonna play some blue-white control in Historic, the format that I really like right now. Same list, because it was undefeated, so I figure why the hell not. Maybe change something in the sideboard? I don't think so. No, I really liked everything, so I'm just gonna play this. Traditional Historic ranked with Azorius. Try to get up to Diamond. That's the goal for today. This name wasn't taken. Nice. I would like to get back to Mythic. I haven't been to Mythic since October. Yeah, that was the last time I went to Mythic. I had free time and I just played a lot. And I hit Mythic, but I haven't been there since. I did take a long break from Magic for a minute. Or Arena, at least. And then, after they banned Euro, I quit playing Magic for a solid month. Just entirely, all Magic. I was gonna quit. But then, I saw that Esper Control was doing well. And I thought, alright, maybe I'll give it a shot. And, you know, came back to it. And then the Mystic Archive got me excited to play Control again, so. Alright, blue. I don't know what it is. I was thinking Phoenix. Phoenix with a bad draw, maybe? We will find out. Because I don't know what they are, I'm not going to hold memory lapse, because I don't know that they'll do anything relevant. I'm just going to play Search for Escanta. Like, it's the higher upside. So that's just what I'm going to do here. Maybe it's incorrect. And if it's a deck like Mono Blue, like Mono Blue Tempo or whatever, memory lapse isn't... Oh. I don't know. I still don't know what they're doing. But I was going to say, like, if it's Mono Blue Aggro, which was my next guess, not guessed, wow. Memory lapse still isn't doing much. So, I'm not gonna, like, change it, basically. Is what I'm not gonna, like, hold that up when I can just play Search on 2, is what I'm trying to say. I do think I will want Test of Talent, and maybe Dovin's Veto, just based on what I saw. And there's a good argument to not change anything around. That's why I left my Wrath in there. I basically just switched my counter spells. Because, yeah, I don't know what they're doing. I mean, alright, it's Phoenix. Alright. That really sucks. We're gonna get beat up with this hand. Although switching the counter spells, it's not, it's Pyro. I don't know. Whatever. Alright. We're gonna deck that. Otherwise, it will wreck us. I need to hit land. There maybe play Search, but I don't want to be down on lands and getting nailed by Peasy. Alright, I'm just going to chalk this up as blue-red spells. Blue-red spells matter. Oh, well, that's kind of a, that's like a modern play right there. That's fucking busted. Turn 3 Stormwing Entity. Yeah, you know, just casual. Knock that down. Just toss that shit out there. Die on turn 4 in Historic. That's nuts. I don't even think that's an exaggeration at this point. I'm fucking dead, ain't I? God damn, dude. At least they don't have Manamorphose. That would suck. Luckily, blue-white control is pretty good at dealing with this shit. So, I'm gonna cycle cast out, and then I have 3 looks at Wrath, or land for Wrath. reason I'm going to cycle is because if I don't hit land off of this and then the draw, then I can't cast either one. So I might as well just do as much as I can to ensure I hit the 4th land drop. Have to forward wipe. That was pretty crazy, honestly. Another damn, dude. Teferi Tuck isn't even reliable because of how many cantrips they have. I just draw into it and then play it again. That's not bad though. Just wait for them to pump it up and then tuck it. Given how proactive they've been, I'd be surprised if they had counter spells. Maybe that's dumb, but yeah, I'm gonna let them play all their stuff first. Nothing? Alright. Yeah, alright. I'm in trouble. Never mind. Maybe. I mean, if they have another Spell Pierce, it would have countered it to Teferi anyway, so just go for it. Yeah. This deck is a problem. I thought it was Phoenix. It's not Phoenix. I don't even know what the hell I'd want here. I probably don't want these anymore. Give me that. I mean, like, it's alright to counter, like, but I want to be able to counter that Stormwing entity. Yeah, that was a problem. What are the odds that I draw the lands to play the Narset? I'm not gonna risk it. I mean, game 1 they had nothing and conceded. Game 2 they just had everything and I died. I'm really not a fan of decks like these. I don't think they're healthy. If he goes a little crazy with spells, I'll just cast it out. No. Alright, end of turn, cast out. I have to deal with it at some point, and I don't want to Wrath. Also, if they have counterspell, I would rather them use it on their turn. Alright, now I have double counter. Taken off. heart's content. I don't care. No double blue is really good for me. Would like to get a search for Ensconce down, or it's a fairy, or an Arset. Basically anything, you know. I'm gonna hit that. They're not doing anything, so, you know, just slow them down a minute. Is the goal with doing that. Maybe hit one of my planeswalkers. Still holding on to my removal. Alright, well. Make their life a little more difficult. Alright, now I have something to do. I don't know how effective it's going to be, but it's something. It's better than nothing. Yeah, you can have that. Maybe I should care. I don't care. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I can chump it. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have trample. The fairy's good. He does have counterspell up, but so do I. And, yeah, he can only play one. He doesn't even have it. Alright. I think that we win. We win even more now. Make a token. If he kills this one. If he has some type of counter or removal spell for planeswalkers, we just disallow it, and we're good. Alright, still undefeated. I was getting a little worried there because I didn't know what the hell they were doing. But it's just blue-red prowess. Which is kind of similar to the modern version. And the modern version is obviously a little better and more consistent. But they both have the potential to just not function. Or blow you out really, really quickly and early. Which is why I don't think they're good. Like, they're not good for the game, because it's like, oh, I just don't do anything, and then versus the times when they completely blow you out, and it's like, what the hell? So I don't think that kind of gameplay is good for a competitive game. But that's just my personal opinion, which is, you know, dictated by my preferred playstyles, which is this. So much of this. I really want that elephant avatar, damn it. I gotta figure out how to get those. It looks so realistic. I mean, besides the fact that it's, you know, bipedal. But whatever. Besides that, it's spot on. I tried playing standard last night and even once today, but as usual, it is awful still. I don't know why people continue to play it, but yeah, it sucks. Would personally love it if Wizards emergency banned Throne of Eldraine, like the whole set. Wow, opponent doesn't have anything? Opponent has that. I'm gonna start cycling these because I have Deck and Stone for really problematic creatures. Like that one. Yeah, we're cycling. Gotta hit lands in my 26 land deck, but I can never hit lands in. Yeah, well, I mean, whatever. This is unacceptable in my opinion. Like, this just shouldn't happen. We're dead. Are you kidding me? Well, alright. least I hit a land, you know. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, I hate these cards. Now I can essentially do nothing. I have to cycle this, try to hit a basic so I can blow this asshole up. And whatever else he plays. Nothing. If he doesn't play anything else, I will hold on to this. Because I have absorbs. Yeah, this green-white deck might be a really good deck. Now that they've dropped the angels and all that stuff, this actually feels really legit. They have so many like tax effects and stuff. I mean, it is a rough matchup. Every time I've played against it. I haven't ran up to it with this deck yet, but... Alright, there's a basic. Here is the wrath. Just die. Everything dies. And wouldn't be in this situation if I had drawn lands, you know, like a normal Magic player. But I never seem to draw them. Always get mana. To be fair, I've seen, when I have watched other players, like control players just get mana screwed in general in this game. Doesn't matter how many lands you shove in your deck, you're gonna get mana screwed an above average amount of the time. Like aggro players hardly ever get mana screwed. I don't know why Wizards thinks that's balance, but they clearly don't understand what balance is. Like the deck that plays more lands should draw more lands than the deck that plays like 20. I don't understand how it makes sense to them. I will cycle this for one. Imagine if this was Rev though, and just having to waste your Rev for one. Like, ugh. Your late game catch-up card, and then you just have to like dump it to, you know, not die. That sucks. That would really suck. I think I have to Teferi Tuck, because none of his stuff has haste, and he can pretty easily kill Teferi. Or me, at this point. We're getting to the point where I can just die in a hit, so I gotta tuck this. And then next turn we untap with Teferi, and hopefully he doesn't have too much stuff to flood the board with. But this is all because of missed land drops. Because like I didn't get to fire off my counter spells. To decrease the chance of drawing a land at this point. This is not the point of the game where I want to hit lands. Will you okay it already? Thank you. Give me some kill spell. Come on, it's a land. Alright. Well, we got the counter spells. We got lots of good shit. Bye, Teferi. You served me well. Got another one. Just waiting for you. Alright, nice. I can actually commit. That might have done it. That might be what I needed to not die. To, like, literally win the game. I know. Wrath's the higher upside and probably the more responsible pick. But I don't like using Wrath on an Ooze, and the other two were just counter spells, which I already have enough of in my hand. I don't think they have any way to protect against that. No. Oh. That's annoying. That's just fucking obnoxious. I mean, I still have quad counter, so that's the only thing they're gonna have. But are your threats cheaper than my counter magic? I'm gonna do that. It's not a particularly threatening card, and that way that's what he's redrawing. That's a wicked scavenging ooze art, by the way. But yeah, so that's why I'm putting that one on top and not something else. Oh, screw it. Now I'm just gonna absorb it. Gain a life. Put my clock back up to 8. Counter spells for days. If only I could draw a Behold the Multiverse, a Blue Sun Zenith, a Teferi, a Narset, a Search for Iscanta, and anything. Narset would be great because I have enough mana I can go Narset into memory. And that doesn't answer the Skyclave, but it's still pretty good. Alright, this is the road we're on. Just contain the threat to this, and alright, that's just getting the counter right. That card is seriously annoying. It will completely overwhelm you, and just kind of finish off any chance I have here. Oh, great. That's perfect. Just what I wanted, another land. Alright, I don't have any more basics, so can we please stop drawing lands? Can I please draw one of my Narsets? Or a Teferi? Or a Blue Sun? Or a Wrath? Or a Deck and Stone? Or a Cast Out? Or a Blue Sun? Anything besides land, please, deck? Come on. I know you got it in you. Fuck my life. Alright. 5, 9, 11. I'll have 5 mana up. I gotta do it. I'm not in a good spot either way. Alright, we got 2 counters up. Still didn't hit a Wrath of God. I don't understand what's up with that, but whatever. I'll take that. I want to counter whatever they have. You can have that. I don't like you having that. Alright, Wrath of God. Nice. Can I take the hit, though? That's the question. Yeah, you know what? Because I can hold up several counter spells. I'm going to Wrath now, get my 3/3, and then counter whatever they do. And just kind of ride the tempo plan, basically. gonna cast that out. And it looks like we somehow managed to win the game. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but it seems like I have stabilized and turned the corner, and I'm gonna win the game. That's gonna hit this. Alright, yeah, we'll counter that. Because I don't want to fire this off unless I have to. Oh, really? Really, opponent? Take a hint. Main phasing a collected company. Nah. That sucks. Alright. I was really hoping to draw a blue sun. I guess I only have the one, but still. That's not horrendous. Teferi's good. I like Teferi. Do I want to use my floating wrath, or I'm going to use this because of Elite Spellbinder. Basically. Because if Elite Spellbinder hits this, then it costs 4 mana. Skyclave on my cast out. Yeah, that sucks. But now when I wrath, I get to have a 4/4. So that's cool. Am I going to? I'll probably wrath. Memory lapse. Yeah, I'll just go for it. Now I have a 4/4. And 2 counter spells in hand. No go. I may let this resolve. They're only getting 2 things. But I want to just put it back. I will go ahead and delay their draw. Now I could even shuffle it away if I wanted to. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of it. Take that out. They could sacrifice this, and then I wouldn't get to shuffle it away. Breath Club is 4/4. So I'm going to start utilizing. Whew. Yeah, that was tough to navigate early. Didn't draw any lands, you know, none of that. But we got there. We got there. Might as well. Yeah, counter spells again, not great here. I do like Memory Lapse. Memory Lapse was a champ. I was like Butts of Fairy. Please excuse the roommates making tons of noise downstairs. Maybe he's gonna concede. That'd be nice. I wouldn't mind a free win. Turn 2 search. I have lands. I have removals. It's shoddy, but last time I got screwed on mana, and this hand's that's likely not going to happen. And search can dig me for things. They can't spellbinder it away. So now they can. Why do I say things? I say things and then they happen the way that I say that they wouldn't, and then they do, and then it's just like. If he plays a spellbinder, I'm just going to be very disappointed. Okay. That's still annoying, right? Like, if not for the mana ramp, I would have been able to counter that. Do I hold a memory lapse? Memory lapse into absorb, or do I get search down? I think I need to get search down and start digging for it. I just realized that they took a bit of them all, did they? 2, 4, 8, no they didn't. Did they? They were first, so they drew 7. Yeah, whatever, they took them all. Alright, take 5. I can live with 5. Alright, glad I put that down. So now their options aren't great. I'm probably still dead. Unless I hit Declaration in Stone. Absorb. Well, they took Absorb, so I'm going to assume that they're going to play something. I'm going to put this on white since they have double red. I mean blue. So yeah, if they play another thing, then Absorb negates 3 damage here. They're not going to play another thing. Alright, I take 6. That's manageable. I will cycle this because 1 spot removal isn't really going to help that much here. Especially if I have to pay full price, like 4 mana for it. It's not going to be great here. Alright, now that's a cheaper counter, or you know what I mean. That's cheaper spot removal, so it should be decent. And I will hit the mammoth. I'm not hitting the elf because I have lapse, and he hasn't done anything with it since he played the mammoth. So I'm assuming he forgot about it, or it's just not relevant. I mean, obviously he never forgot about it. Now I need to get a Wrath, or this is going to destroy me. No. That card is so obnoxious. So obnoxious. I really dislike this card. I dislike anything that mainly beats up fair decks. That is a Wrath, but it's not going to do anything for me. So I have to bin it. Oh, that's a tilt. That is very tilting. Because I am dead on board, he doesn't have to do anything. He won't do anything. I mean, I like to let my opponents make mistakes, but you'd have to be a chipmunk to fuck this up. So, yep. Somewhat questionable keep, but based on the previous game, I figured I might as well hedge my bets. Where I messed up was deciding to play Search for Escanta instead of Memory Lapse, because if I had played, or if I had held Memory Lapse, I would have been able to hit the Spellbinder and then absorb it on the way down, and I obviously wouldn't have died there. So, yeah, like I would have bought myself at least 2 turns, probably 3, because I got hit twice by that Spellbinder, and then I would have had the 3 life off of the absorb. So I would have bought myself like 3, maybe 4 turns. I really want to keep this because the mana is so good, and I have a Narset. Alright. Alright, well, now I have nothing else to do, so I have to play that. Just don't have Spellbinder, please. That's the card that I least want to see. I don't mind the Mammoth. That's a fucking Spellbinder. Alright. It sucks when you have a non-game like Game 2. Alright, that is arguably worse. Graveyard. I need lands. Alright. Like, that card is just so punishing. Damn. Alright, next card is getting binned unless it's a basic. I need to kill this shit. It has to die. Like, you cannot feasibly build a deck to play around this. Your mana would just be horrendous. Like, you can't do it. I don't even know what this is. Library. The source of, what did he play? Redain, God of the Worthy. Snowlands, your opponent's thrown into the battlefield tap with mana value 4. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Are you... Like... Yeah, this deck's just, like, not fucking fair, basically. Alright, that can do something. I can kill this, and I still can't Wrath on the same turn, but... Yeah, I can still hit that. Or maybe I'll hit... I would hit Redain, I think. Oh, damn it. He's gonna have to kill Narset. Almost guaranteed. He's sending... Yeah, at Narset. So I do have some time. Alright, that's perfect, actually. Which one would I rather him get back if he destroys this? Probably the Archon. The Redain is just incredibly punishing. Did I not play my land? Son of a bitch. Alright. Oh, I went to combat. So, that phase. I can get my land in after. What are we doing? Alright. Good. Another reason, and this is a minor reason, very minor, that I prefer Declaration of Stone over Baffling End is that it goes to the graveyard after I use it. So all, like, it helps fuel search. And I would rather give my opponent a random draw than a 3/3. Because I'm bringing these in against aggro decks. So why would I want to give my aggro opponent a 3/3 if they can deal with it? You know what I mean? To me, it's not good. I will keep this. And I will blow up the beat. Nope, gotta kill everything. Alright, so I have enough lands. I can do this for 3. I'm gonna put non-essential things into the graveyard to try to flip this. Especially if I can get this off for 3, I feel like I have reached the stabilization. Right, they don't get their card back with this. They just get a random 3/3. Because I said earlier that I would rather them have the Archon back rather than Redain. Alright, that's a beating. Graveyard. I guess I could make a token. Does making a token help much? The answer is not really. Do I shock myself? No, that 2 life might be important. I would rather draw 3 cards. Like, I would rather draw 4, right? But that 2 life may very much end up mattering. So I'm going to take 7 and go to 5. I need to hit a Wrath. I have 1, 2, 3. Oh. Well, now I can. Never mind. At any rate, I'm taking 7. I have 5 looks at a Wrath. That'll let me see 1. This will draw me 3. Hopefully that's enough. Alright. Graveyard. They don't have haste threats, so I'm not going to shock myself. Now we get to flip this next turn. No, we don't get to flip it. Damn it. Oh, we can. They can only eat 1 thing. Oh. Why do I talk? I like open my mouth and then it's just like, oh, yeah, no. You can't do that thing that you thought you could do, or your opponent's going to do that thing that you just mentioned. And that sucks. Alright, they're gonna eat cards out of the graveyard if they're paying attention. Because getting an active search is just incredibly good for me, so they should be eating cards out of the graveyard. And I'm going to get a plains off of this because I want more white mana. Alright, well he's doing it wrong. That's cool. Or maybe he just figures he can. Alright, I don't know what he's doing. It doesn't matter. I get to flip my search. Graveyard. Transform? Yes. There's no window there that you can interact with, so... Yeah, you could have prevented that, but... I'm not going to complain, like... It benefited me, so it's all good. I'll wait till he attacks, then use Cast Out. I didn't realize I had 2 castles. Now we will Escanta. Scoos, yeah, that's fine. I have an answer for that, so I want the Absorb. And remember, I get to do this every turn. I have so much mana. It's fine. Plus, I can make tokens to like chump if I need to. Do it now in case I hit a Teferi. I would play Teferi, probably. No, they can kill me in one hit. I wouldn't do that. Narset for next turn. I want to be able to counter the next thing that they have. So I can 3, 4, 7. Yeah, I can do exactly 2 things. I can play Narset and hold both of these up. I don't really feel like I need life gain right now. But I'm not going to get to cast a Teferi. So... Because what I wanted to do was play commit and then do that. So I'm going to gain the life right now. And then we will worry about Teferi after I have resolved this. Collected company. Can you play another one? 1, 2, no. Alright. Alright, we should be fine. Undo Mammon, that's fine. Alright, we got it. Did I play a land? I guess I played the Glacial Fortress, that's right. Now we have the memory lapse. And that is worth hitting, absolutely. Yep. I'd much rather deal with that. absorb the Spellbinder because he's annoying. Alright. Two tough matchups back to back for this deck. Blue-red prowess and green-white taxes. That's what I'm gonna call it, because it doesn't, like, it's not, like, it is aggro, but it's like control-y. It's a taxes deck basically. I'm gonna open that pack. Let's see what we got here. Give me something good. Probably never, but alright, that's good. Putrefy. Special artifact or creature can't be regenerated. That's cool. There's no reason to play it, but it's cool. Match 3. We're going on a tear again. And it wasn't a fluke. It was not a fluke last time. I mean, 6 matches in a row, that's obviously not a fluke, but... see what we got here. I like this hand because the mana is good and I have a couple of things I can do. The way that I have mulliganed recently, I'm scared shitless to mulligan. So if I get a 7 that looks decent, I'm just gonna keep it. I'm on the play again? That is great. So almost assuredly, it's going to be turn 2 search for Escanta. Alright, now we're not going to do turn 2 search for Escanta. Yeah, same deck, it seems. So we're going to hold the memory lapse and hope to draw a land so I can counter the 3-drop that they're going to play. I really like that, Plains. That's really nice. I can't find them anywhere. Mammoth. Well, I did this play on purpose, so I'm going to go ahead and use it, even though that's not what I was expecting to get hit with. Alright. We're not in good shape right now. But it did give me an extra turn, so... it essentially time walked the opponent. I really need lands. I'm just gonna put that in the graveyard. Alright, there's a land. The Scoos is annoying, but search still filters, and that's mainly what I want to do right now is filter, because it doesn't hit lands when it flips. So I really just want it to filter, so I can hit my lands. As much shit as I will usually talk about this card, it has saved me a ton. I really... like, it's an awful top deck late game when you really need something, but it's like, it's just so good early, you gotta play it. I'll absorb whatever he plays, because this might have applications elsewhere. I'm so glad Veil of Summer is banned in this format. This deck would have absolutely no rivals. I can't use my counterspell. And, alright, yeah. You see, like, I'm only 1 land away from hitting the Wrath of God that's in my hands. So, if I didn't have a Wrath, I would have probably taken that and just been like, I will foretell it and then Wrath away next turn. But since I have a counterspell in hand and I just needed a land for Wrath of God, that's the play that I went with. Yeah, alright, see, this opponent's using the Scoos correctly. If had the last opponent done that, I think might have been a little bit better for him. I'll take the hit. If he doesn't play another creature, I'll cast out the Scoos. It looks like he's trying to play around Wrath, yeah. That's fine. I have a fair amount of 1-for-1 removal, so... and I can obviously take little pot shots like this, no problem. And in this situation, counterspells are effective 1-for-1 removal. Arguably the best 1-for-1 removal. That's perfect. Oh. Well, now we're back where we started. Alright, so now I'm going to try to encourage committing more to the board. We're going to play the Teferi. Yep, that's totally fine. I only need one spell. After it dies, I can play more spells, so it's all good. Alright, I think this deck's legit. This blue-white deck, I'm pretty sure it's legit. You guys will have to let me know if it's legit or not. Sure. Yeah, Surge is doing its job marvelously. It doesn't really even need to flip right now. And I have the counterspell for the Mammoth or whatever. Another Coco, doesn't matter. That's not a Mammoth. He played the Mammoth as a land, I just noticed this. So that will resolve, because I would rather deal with this than a Collected Company. No Collected Company Scavenging Ooze. Scavenging Ooze isn't... It's not that offensive. Like I said, mostly what I want this to do right now is just filter my... That's perfect. That is literal... exactly what I need. Just fucking perfection. I really hope they put an option to get the Kev Walker 7th edition artwork. I really don't like that Egyptian themed one. It's just not my cup of tea. Get the planes. Yep. Untap with perfect, or untap mana and have perfect colors on everything. Yeah, that as a 5/5 is not doing anything. I'm not gonna counter that. Obviously, I'm keeping this. I'm not going to play am I going to play Narset? I will play Narset. Another Wrath. Might as well line it up, right? And I have the counterspell for something obnoxious like, well, Elite Spellbinder's not even that annoying right now. That's gonna hit my search. Yeah, no, I will disallow that. Alright, same strategy as last time. Bring in these removal spells. Disallow was good there, but it wasn't like crazy good. And then cut it to Fairy. The Glass. That's a weird name. I know, it says me. Hopefully it's not too noisy. I have the window open because it's a nice, rainy, chill spring day, but not too chill. My kind of weather. I mean, I can't ask for a better hand as long as I hit my land drops. This is perfect. Do you have turn 1 Llanowar Elves again? No. Alright. I was gonna say, how do they always do that? And there's a bus. I don't know if you can hear that, but bus. I like this art, but it's still not as good as the original. Some people might prefer it, and that's great if you do, but I don't. That's a special cost. Oh, I can still play it for that. I just don't have triple or double white. Okay. I was like, that shouldn't affect the alternate cost here. It doesn't. So, okay, cool. Alright, that's fine. I want to try to not counter anything. I want to cycle this to try to hit another white land. If I had this perfect hand, essentially, and then I can't pop off because of this asshole, I'm gonna be annoyed. I guess it's not him, it's my mana. Alright, there's alright, Snowlands. Alright. So we can do this. And then just pop that off. No, we're foretelling it! Dude, why does that tax the alternate cost? It shouldn't do that. It seriously shouldn't do that. What the hell? That's bullshit. That's gotta be a mistake. It doesn't work that way. Non-creature spells your opponent casts with mana value 4 or greater cost 2 more to cast, but this is an alternate cost. I don't understand why that's not, like a... Are you fucking kidding me? I'm down to one life. Unless I hit another land here. Alright, oh, I hit the land. This is so annoying. Like, that should not do that. I have to hold this in case there's some kind of bullshit. Oh no, I think I'm just dead. Alright. Awesome. There's a chance. Slight chance. But there's a chance. The Great Henge. No, that spell can fuck right off. Such bullshit, dude. Like, so fucking bullshit. Alright. Everybody dies. Play my land. Double Wrath, back to back. Got the 6 mana to pay for it if he has another asshole. Redain. Douchebag of the highest order. That's his new nickname. Got the Narset. Gonna stabilize. Skyclave to hit the Narsets. Oh, that cost a lot of mana. Alright, yeah. I'm just so used to that coming down for double green that I forget that it actually costs 9 mana. Like, legitimately. I don't think I care about the tokens. I'm gonna... No. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna gain the life. Leave that on top. Absorb it. Although at this point, I wouldn't mind turning Narset into... Oh, wait. That lets him draw, huh? I can turn Narset into a 3/3. I'm alright with that. Because I have the Declaration Stone to kill this. Or if they have another creature. Get blue mana. Deck this in stone. Get a 3/3. I know that's, like, you know, not like deck the halls, but I like to say deck them in stone. Counter a Coco or a hard cast, Great Henge. Yeah, like, them drawing an extra card hardly matters. I just want to play the most efficient removal possible. Do I want to blow up any lands? I don't really... Well, you know what? Actually, I do. They can't do this. I want to blow that up. So they can't pump anything up and, like, surprise lethal me. I thought I played more basics than this. I said 6. I thought I played more. Oh. Oh well. I could gain more life. Yeah, I will, because if they play like an amount of creatures, I'm just gonna wrath. Alright, twice in a row. Beating the green-white taxes. I don't know how highly this deck is regarded. To me, it seems like one of the better decks in the format. Yeah, like that is a much tougher matchup than red-black pyromancers. And honestly, it's even tougher than Jund Sack, because against Jund and red-black, you can just bring in Rest in Peace, and that shuts them off pretty hard. But that deck doesn't really have any cards that just like kill it outright. So, let's see how long that was. An hour, just a little over an hour. I'm gonna wrap it there, because the last one was like 2+ hours, and I don't want to do that regularly. So, blue-white control, still undefeated, 3-0 today, and 9-0 overall since I've been playing it. I think this deck is really good. Like, oh, I'm in the wrong spot. Yeah, this deck feels really, really strong. And it's super resilient and grindy. Yep, 3 decks. Memory Lapse, Search, Disallow, Narset, Absorb, Cast Out, Wrath, Commit, Doomscar, Teferi, and Blue Sun Zenith, and then 26 lands. Yep. 4 Passage, 2 Fields. That's what I run. I do only run 6 basics. Maybe want to bump the basics to 8 if you're really worried about Archon. And don't play Snowlands, because then you have to worry about Archon and Redain, and that is just too much bullshit to deal with. So don't play Snowlands, unless you really, really like Snowlands. I kind of don't, so I like these a lot. Those are my favorites. Well, not my favorites, but they're my favorites on the platform. So yeah, blue-white. I don't know what, like just blue-white Azorius control. There's no clever subtitle. Like, this is the definition of a control deck, basically. I think it's really good. Probably one of the best decks in the format. To me, it feels like it has great matchups against everything. Like, I've literally beaten all, like, the top decks in the format, I've beaten in the past 2 videos. And consistently. And, like, archetypes, it is good against seemingly all the archetypes, so I don't know. I like the deck. I'm going to keep playing the deck, but I'm going to wrap the video here. Thank you for watching, if you watch it. If you try the deck out, as some people have said, let me know how it goes for you. Oh, and if your comment gets, like, deleted or whatever, like, Vroom, he left a comment on my last video, and then it was gone after I replied to it. That's not me. That's like YouTube deleting comments that violate their weird bots that search everyone's comments. So if you like swear a lot or imply that you strongly dislike something or you hate something, it'll just delete your comment. So yeah, I don't know how concerned people are about that. I'm pretty crazy about free speech and, you know, all that shit. So yeah, it's not me, it's YouTube. But yeah, that's all. Gonna probably play this more and then record another video later. So have a good one.